is that scientific rationalism is not being considered. Because, I mean, even as I agree with you that it's not enough, we still believe in science, don't we?
Of course, of course.
Yeah, but then when you use a word like holistic, we cannot use it because it's pop.
It's too much connotation.
The connotations are populistic,
negative,
and it's the Beatles, you know. It's the Beatles, and it's yoga, and it's but it's not yoga as being done by a yogi in India very seriously. No, it's yoga, smoking some pot and doing some exercises, and it's sort of this kind of eclectic. It's a political term more than anything else, and it's very closely linked to the alternative movement. So I think we need to find another word in English. I mean, something that is more. We need the language that we use to be as strict and as clear as scientific language normally is, because otherwise people will say they're just a kind of dreamers who are sitting there, having had too much beer. So,
it's
but
true,
this is
because
just
every time I hear this word, I have some very sort of
I don't want to be part of
because
it.
I've gone through that period of history.
It's not that there's something wrong with it. It's just that
it's associated with this movement.
It's imprecise and ineffective and often an excuse for.
The other word,
Well, I think that.
Did you hear oneness?
Oneness,
that's another one. Yes.
Oneness.
Yeah, I think it's better at least. And totality, or I mean, there are other things we can use.
When we heard about that,
this word is from Native American.
Native.
They have a totemism. Their ancestor is tree or whale or something.
Yes.
So this is oneness.
How about wholeness?
Wholeness.
I prefer oneness because
Wholeness are also being used like that, but maybe.
No.
Oh, sorry. I was not aware we had started the use it. I don't know. I think wholeness is better, but I still don't like it. It's too wiffly waffly.
Oneness is better, perhaps.
I think oneness is much better. It's much clearer. It's at least.
Or harmony.
Exactly. I think maybe we need to go to other kind of words. Maybe because wholeness and oneness is always entirely defining that limitations, etc. And maybe your point is that you cannot do that. That there is always a context that is spreading.
Exactly.
I mean, that was those interleaving things you were talking about over lunch. I think maybe wholeness and so does not fit with that.
No.
Because this is ever expanding. Ever in movement.
I think I want these words translate to some kind of scientific words.
Yes.
So, for example, the environment changes. So we need diversity because the environment will change. So we need diversity. But the mechanisms to make diversity, we need some oneness or something like this. So diversity is not different. It's not different from. It's different from noises. It has some relationships. So
it's not random.
It's diverse living.
I think that's true.
Yes. In that meaning, we need one system to produce diversity. What do you think about this?
Without diversity, the whole system cannot be operating.
Yes, yes.
If the system is large enough and uniform enough, it's not the system, it is the clone of the same
Yes.
unity.
Yes. It's ruined. But environment will change, it ruins.
Collapse.
Yes, collapse. So we need diversity.
Right.
Just one comment. It's out of nothing. Out of nothing, I would like to mention that there are some orders in the living arena, the trees here and there. There are some orders.
Yeah.
That's one point. And there are some chaos,
Yes.
another one. And both should be coexisting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what this coexisting of this order and chaos englobes, what does it englobes? In this sense, I think it's harmony. To harmony, which, what should I say, I don't know, I shouldn't say integrate, recognize both chaos and order. And then this harmony is not static. It's constant because there's chaos moving and then order is also changing and then constantly harmony is adjusting or balancing. I don't know what, but harmony. There's a never-end thing.
It's very important about the coexistence of
chaos and
order.
And chaos is important too.
Yes.
Both.
Both. Yes.
And for instance, our hearts generate both chaos and order, and in addition, randomness. They show completely different time variations. Some healthy person is showing chaotic beat patterns, whereas diseased person shows order. This is completely opposed to our expectation.
Exactly.
But once doctor is detecting how order is becoming to chaos, it is a good tool to diagnose whether patient is recovering or not. So you are saying about chaos and order are coexisting in a different landscape, but the same is true as a different time series during a single person's lifespan. So that is a magic of coexisting opposite dynamics.
We need chaos to transform to something new. I was an entomologist before. The entomologist, those who were studying about the insect.
Yes.
The pupa.
Yeah.
Pupa. That's actually the chaos. The
What is
inside.
this pupa?
Pupa is the egg and the larvae,
Yes,
and
and
then
the
pupa and the adult.
Okay.
Okay, so the the larvae, yes, this is a kind of order. Or the the internal mechanism is a totally ordered. But the pupa, it started from everything